This right here is the key to making progress in the gym, and this is where a lot of people are also going wrong with their training. What we're talking about in this video is the double progression method. This is the key to consistent progress in the gym. So, what do we mean by double progression? We're talking about progressing two variables. The two variables we're focusing on are our reps and our weight. For most people, it's not going to be reasonable to be trying to up weight every single week on an exercise, and it's just going to lead to these really long plateaus. So instead, what we can also look at doing is upping our reps as well. So that's why you'll see for most exercises that I program, I'm going to be programming in rep ranges. So for the example that we're going to use today, we're going to go dumbbell chest press for 8 to 12 reps for 3 total sets. So our objective for the exercise is to be pushing to a decent RPE, obviously that's not determined here, and we want to be aiming for anywhere between 8 to 12 reps. The way the double progression method works is we want to start off by picking a weight that is challenging for the bottom end of the rep range. So the bottom end being 8 reps. So let's say we go into week 1 of our new training block. Week 1, we start off by doing 3 sets of 8 with 20 kilos. Sweet, we've hit our rep range, we've picked a weight, that's a challenge, and we've really had to push to get those 3 sets of 8. Next week, we come back, we do the same exercise, we get 3 sets of 10 with 20 kilos. We're progressing that total volume, we've gotten 2 extra reps on each set. Amazing, great progress. Still working up the rep range. Week 3, we get 2 sets of 12 with 20 kilos, but on the last set, we fall short. On the last set, we only get 11 reps. That means we haven't quite hit the target to progress weight yet. Week 4, we're gonna get 3 sets of 12 reps with 20 kilos. We have now hit the top end of the rep range. What do we do when we hit the top end of a rep range? We then up the weight and drop the reps back down. So you'll see in week 5, we've picked up the 22.5 kilo dumbbells and we've gone for 3 sets of 8 reps. And all we're going to do is keep following that process again. So in week 6 might be 3 sets of 10, week 7 might be 3 sets of 12, and then we're going to up the weight again. This is how we make consistent progress in the gym. The biggest mistakes I see people doing is they get lazy, they decide they don't want to do any more reps, and they stick at the bottom end of the rep range. So I see a lot of people who might go week 1, they'll go 3 by 8 with 20. Then the next week, they'll try and do a 3 by 8 with the 22.5s. And then they're gonna struggle there. And then for 3 weeks straight, they're gonna be stuck doing 3 by 8, 3 by 8, 3 by 8, and not making any progress whatsoever, also increasing risk of injury and all sorts of other stuff, because going from that to that is a big jump in 1 week. Whereas if we use the method that I've outlined in this video, we can make small, consistent progress for a very long period of time, which is going to help us keep our motivation high. It's going to help make sure that we are continuing to progress, and it's going to make sure that we are enjoying our workout routines. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. If we're not enjoying it, we're not going to stick to it in the long term. And one of the biggest senses of enjoyment for most people is making that progress week to week. So if you're in a plateau with your training at the moment, give this double progression method a go. Let me know how you travel with it. Once again, if you've got any questions about anything I've spoken about in this video, shoot me a DM on any of my socials, or if you are one of my clients, you can message me directly in the app, and I am more than happy to explain this in further detail for you guys.